the physicist who found the hidden order beneath reality. David Bohm, born December 20th, 1917 in Pennsylvania, was not a mystic, not a prophet, not a psychedelic explorer. He was a scientist, but one who pushed physics so far that he ended up standing shoulder to shoulder with the visionaries in our lineage. Where others spoke in metaphor, Bohm spoke in equations. Where others hinted at hidden realms, Bohm proved there must be one. He asked a question almost no physicist dared. What if the universe we see is only the surface of a deeper reality? Not metaphorically, literally. This led him to his most powerful idea, the implicate order, a concealed dimension of reality where everything is connected, everything is unified, everything is already present in every place. The world we see, the world of time, objects, and separate things, is only the explicate order, a projection, a visible unfolding of the deeper, implicate realm. Bohm believed space is not empty. Mind and matter are not separate. Time is not linear. Consciousness is woven into the structure of reality. No physicist since Einstein spoke this boldly. Einstein respected Bohm deeply. Oppenheimer feared him. The scientific establishment pushed him away. Mystics recognized him instantly. Why? Because Bohm's work finally gave scientific language to what Pythagoras, Heraclitus, Bruno, Swedenborg, Blavatsky, Nietzsche, PKD, McKenna, and Lilly all intuited. Reality has a hidden side, and consciousness is tied to it. In this lineage, Bohm is the most crucial bridge. Pythagoras said the cosmos is harmony. Bohm said the cosmos is an unfolding whole. Heraclitus said everything flows. Bohm said everything enfolds. Bruno said infinite worlds. Bohm said infinite potentials. Swedenborg said layered heavens. Bohm said layered orders. Blavatsky said cycles and planes. Bohm said levels of reality. Nietzsche said recurrence. Bohm said time is not what we think. PKD said two worlds overlap. Bohm said yes, physically. McKenna said a hidden attractor shapes time. Bohm said the implicate field guides events. Lilly said programs shape consciousness. Bohm said consciousness and matter are one process. Bohm wasn't mystical by accident. He was mystical because he followed physics to the edge of the map and found the same pattern the spiritual visionaries saw. Why is he critical for revelation themes? Because revelation is not just a prophecy. It's a unveiling. Bohm literally spent his life describing the veil, the explicate world in front of us and the implicate world behind it. He showed that hidden reality exists. It orchestrates visible events. It collapses into time. It stores information like memory. Consciousness and cosmos are intertwined. His work almost reads like a scientific explanation of, then the veil was lifted. The early life of a man destined to find the hidden layer of reality. David Bohm was born on December 20th, 1917, in a small town in Pennsylvania, the son of immigrants who wanted stability, practicality, and a predictable life. Bohm was the opposite. Where other children accepted the world as it was, Bohm kept asking, what's behind it? What holds it together? What am I not seeing? He was quiet, intense, and relentlessly curious. A child who didn't rebel through noise or behavior, but through thought. The moment that shaped his destiny, Bohm grew up during the rise of quantum physics, a time when nature's deepest secrets were being uncovered for the first time. But the way physicists talked about their discoveries deeply bothered him. Quantum mechanics, as taught, said, "The world is random. Particles pop in and out of existence. Nothing is truly determined. Reality is fundamentally chaotic." Bohm refused to accept this. Not because he was stubborn, but because he felt, intuitively, that beneath the apparent chaos, there must be order. He didn't believe reality was a mess, he believed it was hidden. And this tension, between the official story of physics and his own inner conviction, would define his entire life. His first exile. During the 1940s, Bohm worked under J. Robert Oppenheimer, director of the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer admired Bohm's mind, called him brilliant, and encouraged him. But as McCarthyism rose in the US, Bohm was accused of communist sympathies, simply for associating with left-leaning students. He refused to betray anyone. So Oppenheimer abandoned him. The government revoked his security clearance. He was forced to leave America, exiled, cut off, erased from mainstream physics. This was the first time Bohm learned a quiet but vital lesson shared by many figures in our lineage. Sometimes the system rejects you because you are about to see the parts of reality it cannot control. This exile would push him toward the discoveries that made him one of the most important thinkers of the modern age. The discovery of the implicate order and the moment physics broke open. After being exiled from the United States, David Bohm found himself in Brazil, alone, far from the scientific centers of the world. This should have ended his career. Instead, it is where everything began. Cut off from the mainstream, Bohm was free to think without pressure, without politics, without the expectations of other physicists. And that is when the breakthrough came. 1. The quantum paradox that changed everything. Bohm became fascinated with one particular mystery. Why do particles act separate, but behave as if connected? Electrons on opposite sides of the world could respond to each other instantly, as if they were not really two electrons, but one system stretching across space. Einstein hated this. He called it spooky action at a distance. Bohm didn't. He said, "Maybe it isn't spooky. Maybe the universe is not truly divided. Maybe separateness is an illusion." This was the seed of the implicate order. 2. The two layers of reality. The idea that made physicists uncomfortable. Bohm proposed a radical model. The explicate order, the world we see, objects, events, time flowing forward. The implicate order, a deeper, hidden dimension, where everything is connected, folded together, and unified beyond space and time. He compared it to a hologram. Cut a holographic plate in half, and each half still contains the whole image. Reality, Bohm said, works the same way. Every part of the universe contains the entire universe in potential form. The cosmos is not a machine. It's a living, unfolding wholeness. 3. The moment Bohm realized everything was one process. As he developed the theory, Bohm stumbled into an idea that shocked even him. Mind and matter are not separate phenomena. They are different expressions of the same underlying order. Consciousness is not produced by the brain. Consciousness is part of the fabric of reality. The brain doesn't generate awareness. It unfolds it from the implicate field. This put Bohm in direct alignment with Eastern mysticism, Hermetic philosophy, quantum mystics, PKD's two-layered world, McKenna's omega point, Swedenborg's layered heavens. Every previous figure spoke in visions. Bohm spoke in physics. He provided the framework that makes the others plausible. 4. Bohm's collaboration with Krishnamurti. The scientist meets the mystic. In the 1960s, Bohm met Jiddu Krishnamurti,
a spiritual teacher who claimed, "Truth is a living, unfolding movement." They instantly recognized they were describing the same thing, one through language of consciousness, the other through equations. Bohm realized, the implicate order isn't just physics. It is the basis of perception, identity, and consciousness. This is when his theory became something more, a map of reality that merges science, mysticism, and revelation themes. 5. Why his work was suppressed. Many physicists rejected Bohm, not because he was wrong, but because he broke the rules. He connected physics to consciousness. He challenged randomness. He questioned the foundations of quantum theory. He suggested the universe is alive with intelligence. This was too much for the scientific establishment. So like Bruno, like Swedenborg, like PKD, Bohm became a figure on the boundary, a scientist who crossed into territory reserved for mystics and prophets. 6. The implicate order and revelation. If revelation means unveiling, Bohm described exactly what is being unveiled. The hidden structure of reality, the unity behind illusion, the intelligence guiding evolution, the collapse of two worlds into one, the moment consciousness becomes aware of its source. This is why Bohm belongs in our lineage. He showed that the hidden dimension is not metaphor, it is physics.
The physicist who made the invisible visible. David Bohm stands in our lineage as the quiet revolutionary, the one who didn't declare visions, didn't speak in riddles, didn't claim cosmic messages. He simply followed the logic of physics until the universe opened. He is the scientist who proved, with equations and clarity, what mystics have whispered for thousands of years. Reality has layers. The world we see is only the surface. Beneath it lies a hidden, unified field where everything is connected and consciousness participates in creation. This is Bohm's legacy. 1. Wholeness is not poetic, it is structural. The universe is not a collection of objects, but a single unfolding movement. We don't live in reality, we live through it, through its waves, its enfoldings, its hidden order. 2. Consciousness is not an accident. It is woven into the fabric of the cosmos, not a byproduct of brain chemistry, but an expression of the deeper field. This lines up directly with the deepest intuitions of Pythagoras, Heraclitus, Bruno, Swedenborg, Blavatsky, Nietzsche, PKD, McKenna, Lilly, and the mystic traditions of every ancient culture. 3. Separation is the illusion. Matter and mind, you and the world, the past and the present, the visible and invisible, all are different faces of one reality unfolding from the implicate order. This is why Bohm feels like the scientific articulation of the revelation theme. The veil will be lifted. He literally spent his life describing the veil and the reality behind it. 4. Bohm restores dignity to the human mind. He shows that your thoughts are not private echoes inside a skull. They are part of the same process that shapes galaxies, particles, and stars. Your consciousness is not separate from the cosmos. It is the cosmos, looking at itself. 5. And this is the ultimate connection. If the universe is an unfolding wholeness, then every moment, every life, every event, every cycle is part of a single continuous revelation. Not chaos, not randomness, not accident. An unveiling, a movement toward deeper awareness, a universe that wants to know itself. If Bohm is correct, then the prophets of the loop weren't predicting mystical fantasies. They were intuitively sensing the hidden architecture of a universe that is conscious, unified, and moving toward clarity. Bohm is the final confirmation that the pattern we've been tracing is real. A hidden order beneath visible time,
guiding the evolution of consciousness toward understanding itself.